Hi guys, Jake and MJ, back again for more live reactions to Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger. Chomp, 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 chomp. So, MJ is still...
I don't feel good!
Still feeling sick. Been a busy couple days, continues to be busy as always. Today we did manage to get in a little bit of extra filming.
Yeah, we did.
Just a little bit. We got together a pair of actors to knock out a few quick shots that were tricky and needed both of them, but we managed to pull it off. It's going to be some great stuff from episode 95. So we're shooting from all over the place. Even though we still have stuff from 89 we need to finish. It's still good that we're getting that stuff from 95 as well. So the goal is still barreling ahead, try and film basically everyone who's not me by the end of this calendar year, and it's looking like a possibility. We're aiming for it. I still have more stuff to address. I still have a few more things to write. Have time to write.
Writing, what's that?
To have time to edit would be even... Anyway. But yes, so that is progressing. And I know that, we got Halloween coming up next week with the spooky spooks. So that's exciting. But yeah, not too much else as far as big news at the moment. As always, I'll try and keep you guys in the loop on when episode 89 is coming. Because I'm looking forward to it. 89 and 90 are going to be sort of a big turning point for year 3. And I'm hoping to get those both out before the end of the year. They are very much tied together. So 89 will lead right into 90. We're producing them sort of as a unit. Hey, Ollie. How you doing, buddy? How you doing, little fluff? So it might be sort of a one comes out around Thanksgiving, one comes out around Christmas kind of deal. But I am looking to try and get them both out before the end of the year. That's the big goal, power reviews-wise, for the year. And also, again, if you haven't checked out the bonus video from last week's 7-year anniversary, the new Conversations in Context video, Demons and Definitions, you should definitely check it out. Comment below. It's an important topic, and I want more people to be aware of it if they're not already. So, with all that said,
let's get this done!
So let's dive into episode 31 of Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger, Melody from the Sky. So, figures out your weakness and then takes control of you. Go, look out for Nada.
Right,
He's
the
going
last thing that happened was he got...
Yeah, he got slashed across the back.
Backstabbed by Nada.
Oh, backslashed. Nada, do you even realize what you did? Have you even internalized it? Okay, so they're full on fighting now.
Interestingly, neither of them has morphed.
Yeah.
Is Nada getting control of himself again?
I don't know.
He's like fighting less and less. Oh, nope.
He's gone full guy's work now. Alright, conceal soul. So, time to be invisible so you can...
No fair using conceal soul when playing hide and go seek.
This is true.
No, they mentioned that before, remember?
Yeah, I believe so. Doom, bada bada, bada bada, okay. Oh! ギャと光るその地下でバトルロードバウバウバウバラン守りたいこの世界目が出さないと君たならその道を行けよ正しい家埋める優勝の証さあソウルを一つにどんな時でも逃げないダイナミック大地を鳴らせ鋼の力と光るその地下でバトルロード夢は一人で見るよりみんなで見るほど強くなる重ね限界などどこで越えて GO 席につけやめの立てKishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger. Not bad for a pair of sniffly people.
When you will be cuddling the kitty.
What are you using for?
He's a good boy.
MJ's wearing my
Feel good and it's warm and cozy.
Okay, so that does have the healing ability. Ooh.
Oh, but it hurts. Oh, it didn't work.
Interesting. Hey, Seto, what's up? Yep, it's from the guy's Org Blade. What do we learn about that? Okay. You gonna say why? Oh. Interesting. So, they can't tend to wounds made by other Ryusoul things? That's interesting. So he had a moment of weakness and it took control. Okay. Okay. Read the room. Nice. So yeah.
Correct. He's not
right
himself
now.
anymore.
It's great.
Yeah, that means that
means
Nada
that
didn't
Nada's-
actually stab you in the back. So did Master Green.
I mean, what alternatives do they have outside of defeating him? Something cool in the sky. Tatsui?
Raid the room!
Okay. Everybody's dancing. What is that? What is that an angel? What is happening? And now everybody's
So are
dancing.
you!
That looks like an Evangelion angel. Which is...
Even Bomba's dancing. Oh, you've got
Oh wow,
right here.
he's got some moves. Mama's got some moves. Well, this isn't good. Now, why isn't it affecting Ko and Kanalo and Ojo? Oh, okay, so you have super hearing? That's why that works. He's in too much pain, I guess, to be affected by it. Okay. Okay, sure, why not?
So those two can basically hear past the madness.
I guess so.
And
That's really an interesting thing. He's been wearing earplugs. Aizo is just such a fun villain. Those two together.
hey, Ko, are you still wearing those earplugs from the last Sonic Monster? Is that why this is affecting you?
I think it's because he's in so much pain, maybe.
You remember how the last time there was a Sonic Monster, he
Yeah,
just conveniently had earplugs that we gave him so he could swim to see the whole world?
Yeah, which went nowhere. Okay, so, yeah, it doesn't have an effect from that distance. Okay, so Piton's gonna have to help out. Gonna go get Piton? Everybody's having a good old time.
Even Seto.
Well, right now he's just Mr. Chitsui.
Yeah.
Slumber Soul.
But all of you just take a nap.
Well, no, specifically Mr. Chitsui, so they can talk to Seto. No? Okay.
You give him too much credit.
I did.
空の騎士竜なんだよな。いかにも。空にマイナス王が現れた。そうか。この騎士竜の封印を解けば空でも戦える。よし、早く封印を解け。どうやったら解けるの？それはわからん。同じ神マンマに言われても。そういえばテラミーゴたちの封印が解けた時、神殿をマイナス王が壊して、命の危険を感じた時に封印が解けるのかも。
So they got put your life in danger.
I don't
Sure, why
like the sound
not?
of this plan.
Alright, so I just looked it up. This is apparently the fairy Minosaur. Last week was the dual Minosaur.
Dime?
Hey,
Dime!
Dime!
Cook this egg.
Oh, yeah, riddle. Miyamoto bought 4 apples, but he also has a bomb in his lap. Okay. And then what happens?
Applesauce!
You fool! Don't be so rude to Mr. Miyamoto.
Are you trying to fry me?
That did not work. Oh man, this is so ridiculous.
Again, this stuff, it doesn't work for inter-tribe conflict. Whoa.
That's a big man right there. Not the face, not the face. Yeah, he just got punched in the face a lot.
That one was just hanging on there.
Yeah. Oh, there's Geysorg. He might be able to break the seal.
Don't worry, it doesn't
So
know.
he's lost it now.
Geysorg won't attack because he's too weak. Right now, I'm gonna go with
that is looking pretty strong at the moment. I mean, yeah, Canalo's...
out of the two of them, Canalo is
because
stronger
Canalo's
than
in better shape right now.
Ko is in bad shape,
But he's using his jacket very effectively.
Yeah, he really does not want to fight.
So what's about to happen? He's gonna do a cool thing. What's he gonna do? Okay, he ripped off his bandage for some reason.
Is that supposed to be like a hot shirt ripoff? Because it's not working. Because now we just get to see the gory wound on his back, which is
I mean, it's kind of a cool move, but it feels like not appropriate medically. Okay. Please do not play musical instruments. Really? Is this the guy who's creating the Minosaur and he's just sad because he can't play his trumpet in the park? Is that what's happening?
Apparently.
Oh, wow, that's a big one. That's very dark there. That didn't sound good. Yeah, I thought that he was surviving due to the pain. Okay. Got some shinies going on. Kishiryu!
Hey!
Whoa!
Wait a minute, we're breaking the rules. Kishiryu is in the same episode as
Wyzul, which means that we're not seeing Wyzul for the rest of the episode.
But also...
Is this gonna work? Gotta break that seal. Oh, we have broken the rule!
Well, see, because the rule also stipulates that if they're in the same episode, they must share a scene where they switch off.
But we can't have, but if, it's also, if one shows up,
The other one
needs
cannot
to
show up for the rest of
disappear.
the episode,
And that didn't happen this time. There we go. Piton has to save Oto, and so Piton transforms. Nice. The bird, the plane, no, it's
It's a pterodon! That's what Piton stands for. Pterodactyl. Huh?
They really do pronounce it pterodon.
Pterodon.
Yeah. Oh, nice. New armor.
Ganbatte! Doesn't mean good luck.
Why not give it to me, sister? What? He's still fighting Kishiryu. Wow, we're actually making use of having two generals for the first time ever. I'm astonished. Freezing soul. Very dapper.
That's bad. Oh good, flew over that.
Nice.
Because getting hit by Ancient Breakage has basically taken out anyone who's been hit by it. Tashi, Endemeru, Yushino, Akashi, Saa, Soru to hitotsu ni. Dona toki demo, nikenai, dynamic, daichi o sarase hagane no chikara. She got this. She got the bateru rodo.
Oh, long lyrics. The lyrics that we don't have quite memorized. And slice. The dogfight in the sky.
Ryusoulger.
Nice.
ぞみんな。ね。
Hey, you.
He's being a very social fluff, basically.
He tends to be when we're making these videos.
Yeah, I know, but
we're
even
not gonna go anywhere.
but even more than usual, I think.
Well, he skipped last week,
任せた。
so I guess he's gonna make
マイ
it
ナ
up
スを
for
倒せ。
it.
ガイソード。
He's gotta make up for it.
ナダは俺たちが食い止める。
So they'll keep Nada busy while he uses while he fights some Piton. Alright, Ryu's so cool. Alright, Ko's joining in. Transform time. Let's see how this one transforms. I'm curious about that. Alright, there it goes. Nice.
I love how this one gets to be its own.
Yeah. I like that that it seemed like it was a bulky design at first, but now that it's transformed, it's nice and sleek like the others.
Super sleek.
Oh, that's stylish. I want those wings. It's so.
You just say things, huh?
I guess Kanalo's still off fighting Kishiryu. You guys gonna use your armors? You got plenty of armor.
ゴーを信じて戦うんだ。
Because, all right, so he's got his electric soul going now. But I mean, we have the shining soul, the shade soul, the burning soul, and the smash soul. If like the other four could be wearing armors at this point, we now have 6 armors.
Yeah, we do.
I feel like freezing the city wasn't that helpful for, anything. Like, maybe you could focus on freezing them. You're just destroying the city right now, Ko. None of that was helpful. Okay.
Apparently
There we go. Yeah, focus your efforts on the actual Minosaur instead of, freezing the city.
The chest head makes a Sweeney Todd factory whistle and freezes things.
Apparently. But also, just like, Ko, maybe don't freeze the entire city and redirect lasers into the city. Like,
I don't know, maybe the mechanic of this is that while it's frozen, the city is protected and nothing can happen to it.
Hey, Nada.
Nada.
So Nada has some remorse over what's going on.
Oh, he's trying to... No, don't eat your break edge. Oh. Yeah, see, that's never good.
That looked uncomfortable.
He's lucky all that did was demorph him.
Yeah.
Ancient Break Edge has killed generals.
Okay, so the internal conflict has at least driven him off. It's killed generals.
Well, no, actually it hasn't.
No, it's destroyed a
Kishiryu
monster.
keeps coming back.
Yeah.
I thought it had destroyed Kishiryu.
No, it destroyed a monster. Dula had Headless Horseman. And withdraw. Whee! Whee! Alright. Whoosh. There we go. Nice.
Oh my goodness, he gets to go back to being Piton in between.
Yep. Nice. He's cool with that form.
一瞬だけ灘に戻った。すまん。灘はまだ完全には鎧に取り込まれてないのかもしれない。
Okay.
やっぱりそうか。
So there's still some hope for him.
灘も戦ってる。
I say that you should all 6 wear armors in your next fight and take him down that way.
Is Ko gonna go shirtless for the rest of the series?
No, that's not. Tornado. Do ba 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 da ba do. Yeah ba da ba da ba da ba da ba. Yeah da ba da ba da ba da ba. Yeah ba da ba da ba. Thrilling up the thriller. Yeah da ba 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 ba. Flailing on the flailing. Yeah ba da ba da ba da ba. Yeah do ba di ba di ba do ba do ba di ba. Yeah ba da ba ba. Thrilling up the thriller. Flailing arms are flailing and pose. So what's the next time?
Ooh, it looks like they're gonna combo Piton
with the red. So they're continuing to try and free Nana next time.
When the rains of hate fade. Looks like this might be their rescue episode.
Might be. It looked like Ko might be wearing the Geysorg armor a little bit for a shot there.
It also looks like Nana was wearing only the Geysorg boots for a moment there.
It looks like they're going to sort of try and strip the armor from him piece by piece. That could be interesting.
No, here's the thing. They seem to be doing a lot of gratuitous Ko-shirtlessness this episode.
Yeah.
And also, the Ryusoulgers have been wearing the same clothes since they left the Ryusoul tribe at the beginning of the series.
Yep.
And now his shirt's wrecked.
He'll repair it. He'll stitch it up. It'll all be good. Alright, so this was actually a pretty good episode this week. Like, you know, apart from the general systemic issues of just the mechanism of Geysorg being not consistent, like, we had plenty of good conflict and drama going on this week.
I would point out that he said that the Shining Sword wouldn't heal wounds that were from inter-Ryusoul tribe conflicts.
Yes.
Which brings us back to the origination of the Geysorg armor.
Fair enough.
I mean, yes, the most notable time in the past it was used was against the Minosaurs, but that to me tells me that perhaps it was originally made for some conflict between Ryusoul tribe members.
Possibly. I feel like you may be reading into it a little too much.
It could have been part of the conflict between the land and the sea people.
Possibly. With that's entirely possible. I feel like it was created to fight the Minosaurs because the Minosaurs were last here 65 million years ago. So I don't think that we're really going farther back than that.
Well, they said he put the armor on to fight the Minosaurs, but they didn't say why the armor already existed.
No. The Minosaurs came back like a couple centuries ago.
Oh, fair enough.
And that was why Green put it on. But prior to that, we had the Minosaurs fought back in like 65 million years ago. Apparently there was just like a little, quick high-by of Minosaur activity.
Ago.
Yeah, which is weird.
But within the lifetimes, presumably, of our current character stock.
Yeah.
Because
it was Master Green.
Master Green was gone, and Master Black must have trained both these guys, because obviously, although it was within their lifetimes, they would have probably been too young to remember the last time the Minosaurs were here.
Right.
Hey, for all we know, Toa might not have even been born yet.
Entirely possible.
It might have been during Bomba's early childhood, before Toa was born, because the two of them looked to be at least 3 years apart.
But when they said it's not designed to heal from inter-Ryusoul conflict, I think it's mostly that it's more specifically saying I can't heal damage done by a Ryusoul weaponry.
So if, say, for example, back at the beginning, Toa and Bamba had really messed up Ko because they weren't getting along yet.
Then Shine Soul probably
still wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, exactly.
But they didn't have Shine Soul that early.
That would be an example of inter-Ryusoul conflict. Anything where a Ryusoul weapon hurts someone of the Ryusoul tribe, I would expect would be considered inter-Ryusoul conflict.
Gotcha.
That's my interpretation of it, at least, which I think it's fair. Like, why you have that limit? But it's a reasonable enough explanation.
Raptor is not taking sides.
I guess not. I do like that we have 6 armors now. I want to see all 6 of them wearing armors at some point.
I want to see that too. All 6 of them
Asuna needs some armor
in the field at the same time.
Yeah. I'm curious what the lineup would be.
I think she would look real good in the Piton armor.
Yeah, I agree. Let's
Ice
see.
on pink.
If I had to, I'm trying to think what would be the best fit. Like, I feel like Toa and Bamba would be good to have the Raptor armors because the brothers thing. And then we could maybe give.
Melta has already used.
The punching armor. And Toa has Bamba has already used the fire armor.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like we could give.
I think fire armor would stick with Ko.
If fire armor sticks with Ko, then Melta would probably have the smash armor, and then Asuna the Piton armor.
Well, the boys wear
the freezing
shine
armor,
rappers.
I guess they call. Or since he gets the new shininess, maybe Ko has the freeze armor. In which case, I would say give Melto the burning armor, and then Asuna the smash armor because she liked to smash.
She is strong.
She liked to smash. And I think that could work as well.
Smash!
But yeah, I'm down for seeing whatever combos you guys want to do, just so long as we actually see
everybody in armor together.
I want to see everybody in armor. Asuna deserves some armor. Like, I know Toa hasn't worn any either, but my bigger priority is seeing Asuna wear armor, because
she's the only girl on the team.
She is, and she deserves some time to shine as one of the core 3.
So far, her biggest time to shine lately has been in the episode where she fought against the monster, telling him that girls don't like you when you're full of yourself, which is nice but cliched.
Yeah. So, also, the Minosaur host just showed up so briefly.
I can't practice my horn in the park.
That was funny. That was actually rather funny.
It was hilarious.
I like the creative design of the Minosaur this episode. The Evangelion-esque design was unexpected and pretty spiffy. There was a lot going on.
Any moment now, you're expecting that thing to break out. Da 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 da.
Yeah. I mean, we had a fair amount going on. We actually had both Gachilius and Wyzul engaged in the plot. We had the focus on trying to, on dealing with Nada, on breaking the seal on Piton, on the crazy new Minosaur, set to appear. This one actually managed to, I think, make use of all the different pieces that Ryusoulger has put into place pretty reasonably effectively.
By the way, I think we've figured out that the seals on the dinosaurs don't break when the dinosaurs' lives are in danger.
It's when somebody else is in danger.
And they want to save them.
Yes. So that was all good. Yeah, this is actually using all of the pieces that Ryusoulger has.
Oto flying on the back of the dinosaur, though, was pretty freaking cool.
That was fun.
She doesn't, because she's not a soldier, so she doesn't get to do a lot of cool stuff, but...
It's taken a long time to get here, but this was a case of, I think, Ryusoulger actually, having some pretty firm footing and making use of the many things it has at its disposal.
Yeah.
Which a lot of time, which it usually doesn't, but this one was pretty solid. I mean, I am currently anticipating an anticlimactic resolution to the Geysorg plot, just because that's the way this show tends to go, unfortunately. But you know, they may yet surprise us, and they are doing. It does feel like we are getting to see some of the fruits of their labors on the parts of the writers in terms of putting all these pieces into place and now actually playing with all of them. They should have broken out the toys a lot earlier. I feel like Nada could have been this whole arc. I feel could have happened
much earlier.
Because we did not really have a whole lot going on for quite some time. Now, all that said, I don't know what they have in mind for the rest of the series. We still got a good, 15, 20 episodes left, depending upon how long it runs. So, I am looking forward to seeing how that's all managed. Actually, I don't know how many episodes Ryusoulger is going to have, especially considering the fact that we had Super Sentai Strongest Battle at the beginning of the year.
That's true.
So that was 4 episodes of offset. And I don't know if that means that we're having 4 fewer episodes, or if we're just or if we've just shifted our schedule from February into March moving forward. So that'll be interesting to see how that shapes up. Because, I mean, it feels like there's not a whole lot of plot going on with Ryusoulger, so it might be a little shorter. But pacing-wise, they've also really been drawing things out, so it feels like it could be longer. Now, there was a lot happening in this episode.
Yes!
This episode was pretty high-paced. There was a lot of action. We have some pathos going on here. The whole right now we've got some good, strong relationships going on between Ko and Nada, Toa and Nada, and Bamba and Nada. Nada's acting as a good central hub for the relationships right now, between just in general as Geysorg, but also his past with Bamba, Ko's natural desire to be friend to him, and Toa's concern over what's going on. That was sort of born out of him helping him as Geysorg in that episode where he was on his own.
Yeah.
Along with his relationship to Master Green. So there's a lot of good relationships going on there with the Nada situation. I feel like Nada could be a slightly more fleshed out. He's an interesting character, but his whole thing with exactly who he is when the Geysorg armor isn't messing with him versus who he is when it is messing with him is still a little unclear. And that could be explored a little better, specifically with regards to why he was trying to steal Ko's position for a bit there, and why he tried to convince Kanalo to quit for that one episode. It's a little bit vague. I get the impression that some of it may or may not have been influenced by the Geysorg armor. His motivations do not seem to entirely be his own, but what comes from him and what comes from the armor is a little vague sometimes. So that's stuff to keep developing. But yeah, solid episode, cool stuff happening, plot progression, new Zords, shiny designs, actually making use of all the villains you have for once. Perish the thought. So these were all good things. I felt pretty good on this episode today. So all that said, I know you are
going to sleep.
You are sick and exhausted. And I've got a million things to do by morning for classes, along with, getting this out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we should probably wrap things up. So we look forward to seeing you guys again on Saturday for our live stream, live reactions. Again, 7 o'clock Eastern time. So make sure to join us for the chat then. Don't forget to spread the word. And until then, farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you. Nada, 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 guys,